Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prison Actor Megamax. That was a little bit of a strange intro right there. Also, I feel like that sharp S right there is probably going to destroy the headphones of all the users around me. Or the headphone users around me. It's fine. Don't worry about it. My intros always start off with me doing the whole, like, don't worry about it, weird playthrough thing. You know, is he doing it on purpose? I don't know. We've got the March of the Cleaners right here. What the hell is going on? Are they going to whack someone because they keep getting killed? Is that what's going on right here? Why are they all together? I guess maybe one of the doors were left open. Well, not left open. We're not closed. Alright, yeah. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem right now. So, food is still something that, unfortunately, this still has a few critical instances with. Lots of people right now are starting to act up a little bit. However, for some reason, now they need free eating times. I don't know why they all of a sudden need free, because it seems like they're always sort of filling themselves just about. Yeah. So it always gets high enough where it's... I don't know what we're doing wrong, to be honest with you. But there we are. That's what's happening right now. I feel like maybe it's just because they're used to having their food at this time, so now we've got to sort of unlearn them. They've got to unlearn that eating food like this is just abhorrent. They shouldn't be doing it, but unfortunately they are. So, yeah. There we are. Also, I completely forgot that I did have this sort of low-quality food chart, or low-quantity food chart right here, of 80 prisoners equals 2 fridges, 4 cookers, 4 cooks, and 1 serving table. Basically, a cook per cooker. And we definitely don't have that. So, I feel like we're having a little bit of a cooker shortage, or a cook shortage. So, perhaps getting 4 more of these. I don't know if 4 more is really what we need, but it feels like it, in order to keep up with the food demands. However, until then, I mean, look at this. This is great. All prisoners, most of their needs are being met. I can't imagine. Look at that. 100 prisoners. Well treated. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? It means we get like 30 more prisoners. Just go nuts. Just get 30 prisoners. Why not? We're going to reach for the stars. Maybe a bit too high. We may end up being like Icarus. And, you know, our wings will burn off and then we'll get handcuffed and sent to the Megamax V2, and that's not an ideal situation to be in, okay? You're in a flight zone that didn't belong to you, and now you pay the price for not having a flying license. This is what happens. A license to fly. It's the future. I feel like we need more pews. We're going to get to a point where they just fill up a bit too much. And at the same time, we really should be getting that behavioral therapy thing set up. We have 87 people in the queue. Unfortunately, it's very expensive, which is why I don't necessarily think it's a great idea. And also, the alcoholic group therapy is not that big. But anyway, yeah, it's the behavioral therapy that I'm really thinking about right now. Because there's so many people in queue, and there are so many of them that act up. I imagine this gets rid of their volatile ability, or maybe it just gets rid of a bad ability or something like that. I don't know. But it's 5 sessions in one place. It requires a psychologist in their office, I believe. Because it says, yes, psychologist in an office, 2 hours. 2 hours? That's a long time. Requires a chair, and that's about it. So what we could do is get ourselves... Do we want just 1 guard in there? Probably. I don't think we need more than just 1. Although they feel like they have a tendency to just insta-kill some of our prisoners anyway. They have the tendency to insta-kill. Probably having 2 guards in there would be a little bit more ideal, to be honest. So maybe 2 in here and another 2 in here. And that's where we're going to put our... Actually, you know what? We should probably buy 2 of them first and then see if it's going to work. Because I'm pretty sure I've got to deselect these as officers. Let's do that first, because then otherwise I might just end up turning them into the psychologist's office. We don't really want that. Not to mention we also have this guy's office, and we may as well remove it now that I think about it. Tell you what, we'll get the office here done up first. Excuse me. Yeah, I just realised having him there is sort of pointless. Like, we may as well... So he's tired, he's regenerating. Could fire him. He's been a psychologist for so long, though. Or we could just move him here, and that should probably... He's going to move out of his comfortable administration building and make his way onwards into the prison. I might add, he does get paid a hell of a lot more than normal psychologists. And also, I think we just got like a bunch of prisoners coming up. 30, there we go. A whole 30 prisoners. Maybe it's just because none of these rooms are done up yet. So we'll get that done. We'll make a desk with a chair, another chair right here, and a filing cabinet, probably at the back. I feel like you might be able to get something from that filing cabinet. Do you want to put a radio in there, or a bookshelf? Put a bookshelf in there, you know, give him something to throw at our person. That's a good idea, actually. We shouldn't do that. A radio for, like, recreation. Maybe it'll calm them down, but maybe they might hear something that triggers them. I don't know. Maybe they will. They'll get triggered. We don't want that. Your office should be, like, angled like this. I like that. I like this office. More than I like mine. I don't even have an office. That's a really good office. So where's our... Yeah, you require office. Yeah, I try to give you one, and I'm just going to sack you instead. Even though I did say I was going to wait until this was sorted out. Anyway, we did just get a bunch of new prisoners. I didn't really pay much attention. But something tells me they're not even started yet, because it looks like we have a bunch of these buildings waiting. Not these buildings, these vehicles. No? Are we just that good at sending our prisoners around the prison? Is that what just happened? The only way we'll find out is to see if we've got a bunch of gang members lingering. Nope, we don't. So I'm assuming they haven't made it yet. Yep, they didn't make it. They didn't make it. For some reason, you seem to be stuck in eternity right there. White's ex-wife, okay. I feel like we should get one more of these. I guess they carry 10 prisoners each. I feel like we got 3, 4... No, there we go. There's definitely one more, yeah. Maybe they carry 8 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So we should have a few more guards available, really. We're always buying new guards. And let's have another gander at our information screen right here. Let's see. Anyone in particular that requires special treatment? There are a lot of question marks right here. I'm slightly worried by that. We also seem to have 2 people right here that are already just gang members. Of course, we can tell by their face tattoos. Looks like with this guy right here, not willing to say that they're a gang member just yet. Maybe they're just, you know, getting into it. Maybe they're a curious gang member. Gang curious. Maybe they are. We got this little bugger right here. We're not really looking at their names anymore, are we? Warren Stonelake. Nice. Grant Anaconda. Studden. An emotionally hollow husk uses extreme logic and manipulation to obtain what he needs. Not to be taken lightly. Sentenced 21 years for multiple crimes, including attempted murder and perjury. Cool. Scott Lawrence. Ed Dr. Drover? Dr. Drover? Ed was sentenced to life in a prison for killing a man in a fit of road rage after watching the victim driving while taken on his cell phone. What? While talking on his cell phone. I was like taking on his cell phone, like beating the crap out of his cell phone or something. No. While talking on his cell phone, doing 40 in a 100 zone. What? Family, wife. Okay. A 100 zone. Okay, is that like the Autobahn or something, which I think is like 120 kilometers an hour or something? Something crazy? Oh, wait, no. I think the Autobahn doesn't have a limit. Just, you know, drive safely. It expects you to be a reasonable human being. That's too much. That's way too much. Brett Albino Henderson. Paul Osborne. Scott Lawrence. Paul... What's that? Kenway. Shadow. Or Sean the Shadow. Montague? I can't tell. This highly trained ninja, you don't look like much of a ninja, I think you've let yourself go a little bit, was captured for catnapping catgirls. What? Catnapping catgirls? There have been over 5 million counts of catnapping that have been reported and suspected, many more still unaccounted for. Subdue him for all of your catgirls to avoid injury. What the fuck? Tom Foley William, Ian Clark, Alex Venning, Paul Comrie, Paul Mattill, probably the cousin of Paul Mitchell, I don't know. Very unlikely. Paul Mark White, Dalvin El Chiro. El Chiro, I like that. I usually read the biographies of people that have interesting nicknames. He was born in a small town where his only distraction was throwing farts ducks. What? Throwing Farts Ducks. I imagine farts is a person. Need to capitalize that F right there, buddy. Sentenced to 1 year for... Oh, no. I can't believe I did that. Anyway. Sentenced... I'm not like the kind of person that should really be doing that. I'm terrible. Anyway. Just generally speaking, of course. Sentenced to 1 year for pyromaniacal burning church. Sentenced to 3 years and 1 day for drug trafficking. 3 years and 1 day. What's the extra day for? Salt powder. Sentenced to 2 years for piracy games. For pirating games. He was sentenced to 2 years for playing piracy games. Games where you pirate games, I'm assuming. My word. What a ninja. You're a much better ninja than this guy right here. What the hell's on his head? It looks like Homer. It's just Homer, isn't it? Yeah, it's really creepy. Right, anyway, what about you? Tom Keeble, Rick the Sandman. Okay, the Sandman puts people to sleep. The big sleep. The dirt nap. As an independent hitman, he completed many contracts. However, his flawless planning and execution finally failed when he was convicted for the murder of mobster Joey Lazy Eye Bonanno. Attempted murder. What? But he said you were put down for murder. Obviously, the biographies aren't going to meet the convictions because they're random. The convictions are random anyway. Willem der Spook von Wackerman. Cool. Arrested after an attempted coup d'etat. What? On a Ascension Island. On the Ascension Island? Sentenced to 16 years for armed robbery. Cool. You did a good job. You nearly robbed an entire island. Andrew Okechimi? Mark Henderson. Look, I'm not English. I'm not English. I wish I had that excuse, but I don't. Unfortunately, I just have Merv, and I mean, there's a big excuse. There are so many people resting in here. I feel like we're not doing something right. Merv, can you come over here, please? Because you're being a little bit of a fart. Are we going to have 30 more prisoners? No, we're not. We're probably going to get 10 more on the next one. I like that. 10's a good number. It's not too much. Not too little. Let's get that bloody parrot and throw him in his little area. Look, get it. You sodding parrot. No, don't fly. Because you're just going to fly back as soon as I jump on. I'm not going to argue with you. Or I might argue with you if you stick around, but you probably won't. Just trying to get attention. Oh. It's why we really need a CI so we can see some of these question marked people. I wonder if we know if some of them are of a particular, like, you're tough. Just thought I'd say again. I don't know. Found it rather humorous. Do not know why. Do not know why. Don't know why I went all robot there, but I did, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my robot heritage. I'm not too sure if any of you are. You should be, though. Proud of your robot overlords. We have 4 legendary prisoners as well. Starting to get a little bit cramped in here. Funny enough, none of the gang prisoners have really, you know, any of the gang legendary prisoners, none of them have really kicked off just yet. Getting ourselves a death row eventually would be a very good idea. In fact, bureaucracy, we need to unlock that, I believe. Yeah, execution. So let's get death row. So that's something we're not really doing. Like legal defense. 50 grand. No, I won't do that just yet. That's a lot of money. Tell you what, we're making some money as well, which is great to see. Although most of that is coming from taking new prisoners in. So I suppose that's just going to happen regardless of our intervention. Well, we could intervene and stop them coming in. So you know what? Yeah, I think we've done a good job today. We should really get some paramedics because there seems to be a lot of dead bodies around here. Not dead bodies, but people who are unconscious. Okay. They were there a second ago, and now they've disappeared. Go back into the infirmary. I guess some of the guards have picked up their bodies or something. Yeah, there they are. Going on their dead body journey. It looks like one of the guards just dropped him off in the middle of the aisle. It was a bit weird. Very sad for that person as well. Just stopped in the middle of the aisle. What a horrible wedding. That's what I was saying. Anyway, it looks like we're selling a lot of trees as well. Getting that workshop done is definitely a really big thing that needs doing right now. We could definitely get ourselves... Alright, we're still working on these, aren't we? So, if we buy ourselves a psychologist... There we go. So, the 200 per day. Right, so you can be in that office. You can be in this one. Excuse me. And now we can get 2 sessions started for the behavioral therapy. So there's one. And there's another. And it's from 4 AM to 6 AM. Is that when work time is a thing? Yep, 4 AM to 6 AM. We probably could make that even a 7, but it's only a 2-hour session anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Where am I going? There we go. Is that a good slot? I feel like it is. We could move it down so it doesn't interfere with spiritual guidance. I think that's a good idea. The hell? Didn't realize I could move it around like that. What office is this? Oh, if you hover over it, it seems to show you where it is. Oh, it does. Cool. So imagine if I zoom in even more, then yeah. Okay, that's a neat feature. I didn't realize it separated them like that. I mean, it's kind of easy to see it. It's just all up here. Seems to be a bar at the bottom as well to scroll along. Some common room sessions that we could take up. Anyway. Excuse me. So I guess if we go back to our grants, oh, not there we go, programs. We go to this. We do have. Are we using the common room? No, we're not. Wait a minute. Is there something that we're missing here? I thought we were using it for something. Oh, it's the alcoholic one, isn't it? Yeah, but we need a common room for that. But I think we never got it started or something. Yeah, because for some reason it doesn't want to start. There's probably a good reason for that. I don't know. Maybe there's just not enough people. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we just need to wait until 20 people are in the clue. 20 people are in the clue. Probably go for a more spiritual guidance as well. Looks like a hell of a lot of people have passed it as well. Wait, what? 616 have passed? Oh, right. I'm assuming it's repeatable. Okay. I was going to say, like, what the hell? Someone in there has probably failed that 3 times. So, I'm going to think about that. That'd be very funny. I mean, not for them. It'd be very sad for them. They're probably going to go into some dark places thinking that they can't really do anything in life. Our cameras are getting a good view of everything as well. It looks like we've also missed a few. We get those connected. Or just the one. Yeah, okay, we're just missing the one. What about over here? If we really needed these cameras? I don't know. Still questionable. What the hell's that noise? It's a sleep. They're sleeping right now, so we wait until their sleep thing's been used up, and then we'll do a shakedown. Oh, you know what? It's not a good time for a shakedown now that I think about it. Really, it should be at the beginning of their sleep time. Because they're already in a bit of a rowdy mood when they wake up. Maybe during work time, like that free sort of work time after they've had something to eat, that'd be a good time to do a shakedown. Take a little bit of a drink there. So many guards. Stop guarding around. Guard, 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 guard. I'm not going to go into the guard song. It's a very prestigious song, and I don't feel like you're worthy of hearing it. Hygiene right there. I'm still really happy that we've got our sort of shower toilets. Definitely the best thing we ever did. Having a shower room, dedicated shower room, was just not good. I mean, it did add a little bit more to our expenses, I think, because obviously everyone's got their own personal shower now. And it does cause a little bit of sort of ooze and ick to spew. Probably all over their beds as well. Look at that. Disgusting. Oh, no. A disaster at a nearby prison has rendered a whole section of the facility unusable. We have no choice but to transfer the prisoners there to your prison, as there are no other suitable facilities nearby. They will be arriving soon. How many? Oh, bollocks. Here we go. Alright, this would be a good way to sort of end today's episode. They're coming in right now. If we come in, it's like 2,000 prisoners. Oh boy. Right, let's get ourselves 2 more guards, because it looks like we're still... let's just keep this open for now. Seems there's never a guard around here. The one at the bottom probably has a guard, and even if it didn't, there's enough waiting time where we can wait until a guard... Oh my fucking word. Right, stop that. We've just got like 5 vehicles in. Interesting quest, though. We have the space for them, which is okay. But I imagine some of them are not going to be maximum security. Yep. Minimum security. This is not good. They're just going to throw them all into the area. Okay, cool. So I'm going to turn all of these little bastards into maximum security. And I should probably do it as quick as I can. But I just sort of want this door to... Let's just keep it open for now. I just want to wait until they're all here first, and then we can just have a quick look at their needs. Excuse me. Right, there we go. Is that a priest? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Right, information. Oh, bugger all. We've learnt nothing. Gangs. Any of them part of a gang? Doesn't look like it. What are some of you in here for? Possession. Possession? Why are you sending... Assaulting an officer? Okay. The squirrel. The fucking squirrel! They're sending squirrels! The fist! Right, anyway, I'm going to get these all changed to the normal section, which is high security, because of course we're going to have any of that rubbish. I don't think we've got any money for this as well, so we're just going to fill up this spot. There's 40 prisoners or whatever just come in. Great. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe with that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel and Twitch for live streams. It's been a pleasure as always. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.